let's change this a little bit. There we go. Sorry for all the faces there. Coke Machine for Real Fishing, December 14th, 2023. Looks like a really nice day out here, eh? It's pretty warm, I can tell you that. Not that warm though, it's still cool enough, but from what I understand, the next couple of days, I've got more of this wet, warm BS that none of us want to hear about, you know? Anyway, so the scoop is I'm here at Kinsman Beach. I went and I drilled or popped a couple holes with my spud bar here over about a foot of water. And in one spot I measured 5 inches, which is great. And then 10 feet away from there, I measured 3 inches, which is not great. So, I mean, 3 inches isn't bad, but the difference in the distance I went out to go from 5 to 3 was a little bit concerning. I've seen some great pictures put out by a dude from an airplane of Calendar Bay. I feel like the guy's name was Daniel Dupree. If I'm wrong, please correct me. And it was looking pretty icy over there. Of course, you know, it looks good from the sky, but who knows what it's like on the lake. And there's definitely lots of cracks and whatnot going on there. So there's that, and that's a factor. Bear Creek Cottages posted a post today that said that there was open water as far as they can see from the point to Goose Island, which is crazy to me because where I am right now, I cannot see any open water, like whatsoever. However, you know, I'm at a low vantage point, so I can't really give you the full status of other parts of the lake. I know Bernie Giesler there in Hunters Bay was showing some images of ice in that area, and it seems like the ice is holding. But I think Lake Nipissing Outfitters as well posted that they were seeing white caps out on the lake, which again blows my mind given the fact that I can't see any open water from where I am right now. So how does this look for how things are unfolding? I mean, I was looking at a calendar and realized that basically not next week, but the week after is Christmas, and some of the weather coming definitely doesn't look good. Some of it looks great. There's some great nighttime temperatures coming and fairly consistent freezing nighttime temperatures for the next while, but not daytime temperatures are not particularly good. So, you know, we just have to see how it plays out, and I'll be walking you right through it, coming out here, checking it out as time goes. I'm surprised last year and this year that it seemed like the North Shore was getting ice sooner than the South Shore, which because of the prevailing winds on this lake, you know, it sort of is the opposite of what you would expect, because usually the North Shore here gets pretty beaten up by wind, and that usually results in the ice getting roughed up pretty good. So I guess we'll see how it plays out on the south end of the lake here. I think somebody else sent me a message and said that they were in the Bocage area there, and they said that they could see open water from where they're at. So maybe on Saturday I might poke my head out on that end, or maybe to the south end, and hopefully get my drone up and try to get a good look at things. I might be able to fly my drone today. It doesn't seem too bad actually, and it seems nice and sunny, but we'll see what I can do. So what was I gonna say? I don't recall 100%. Anyway, it does look fantastic from here, and it is nice and warm, but there is rain coming, more rain coming. It's so strange to be getting rain at this time of year. So this episode is brought to you by the Hometown Garage. and they'll be bringing you each of the live streams this week. So I'll be up again live streaming tomorrow. I'll pick a spot. We'll see where it is. It's supposed to be raining, so we'll see if I'm sitting in my truck trying to live stream or if I'm able to get out and stand under an umbrella and watch it all go down. So that's the latest update from here. Anybody else out there seeing anything promising? Just going to go through the comments here. G Star 1414 says, Coke, did you have a chance to try dinner bells last year? Yeah, I think I've had dinner bells for a couple years now. I did use them, and I was using the smallest fluorescent. It was like fluorescent with some red on it, and I did have the herring hit that pretty hard. I know I've got a few other lures that are my go-tos, and I know people swear by the dinner bells, and I'm always trying to give them a good shot. I'm not saying that they're good or bad. I've definitely caught fish on them, but I need to give them more shots and be in more walleye happy areas, you know. Just going through some more of the comments here. Thank you guys for all the good words. So Dave Jordan, you said you lost most of your ice on Pigeon Lake. Yeah, I wish I was able to give you good news. One thing that's unique here is I can hear the lake knocking, which is a good sign because it's making ice out there, even though it's not particularly cold. I mean, I think it's still below zero here, but not like anything crazy. Yeah, things were looking good here from town. That's for sure. Things in town here, everything I've seen has looked like it's you know, frozen, at least out to the islands out there. What's going on, Dave? My best go-to lure, G-Star, is let's see. I do love the vibrato lures. Those are some of my favorites. Last year I was really doing well with a small buckshot rattle spoon, UV green. That one seemed to be doing well. I like that one a lot. So I'd say last year that was my real go-to. I just fired it on everywhere I go. But everybody knows buckshot rattle spoons. They usually love them, and I do too. So those ones are great. And then I'm always a sucker for a small golden rattle bait to rattle stuff up. We'll see what's going. It's +3 here in Rising, eh? Says Bernie. Yeah, it's like the next couple days just seems like really unfortunate weather for like this time of year. And you know, I was measuring ice over a foot of water here, just on the beach at Kinsman Beach here, and I was surprised by my second measurement because I was like, oh, 5 inches. It's starting to look like I can start wandering out a bit. But when I hit 3 inches, I'm like, what? In 10 feet, is it going to be, you know, 2 inches? And another 10 feet from now is going to be 1 inch? I don't know. Got to be careful. Very, very careful. So you guys may notice that KVG Fishing has posted a few videos that are measuring the ice on Nosbonsing. I suggest any of you guys who like Nosbonsing definitely check out his material there because it's good to have different people measuring ice on different lakes. I think he even caught a walleye on Nosbonsing the other day. We'll see. Sorry, I keep bumping my stuff here. So we're just going through here. Fad Khan, I've ever had bad ice condition in January. The last 2 years, by opening day, the January ice has not been amazing. It's definitely the kind of thing where usually by opening day, like walking out is half reasonable. But there was some pretty sketchy ice last year, and you got to be really, really careful about what you're doing, and you know, brush up on your ice safety and have all the gear. definitely early season, the last 2 years, snowmobiles and different kind of vehicles, it was a little bit dodgy right at the beginning of the season. So there's been a good few years where the ice was great at the beginning of the season, but the last 2 years has not been the case. So we'll see. It could be another one of those years. It just seems like we're just not hitting the super freeze yet. It just seems like, yeah, it's cold. Yeah, there's ice being made, but there's not like that beard going white kind of cold that you really want for this kind of thing. So unknown user, you say, do I do any hunting? I do. Since I moved up north, I took up grouse hunting quite a bit. And then a few years back, it's been pretty long. I took up deer hunting as well. But my grandfather was a big hunter in my family, and he passed away long before I was born on the Finnish side of my family. So I never had the opportunity for him to teach me how it's all done. So I've had to more or less like teach myself. I've had a few decent mentors and stuff like that, but it's definitely not easy, especially deer hunting, stuff like that. It takes a lot of discipline and working smart and intelligence and trying to pay attention to what's going on. And so that's been fun. I've had a few, freezers full of pepperettes over the last 10 years, but I'm definitely not the most successful hunter in the universe. But it is something I look forward to every year. But yeah, hope that answers your question. Yeah, my brother has got some of the wally talkers and the perch talkers. I got him those for Christmas. Like I was saying, I used to make a lot of lures and stuff like that, and those walleye talkers are pretty easy to duplicate. Anyway, I'm gonna have to roll because I told my son I was gonna take him on a grouse hunt for this afternoon because it's nice and sunny, and we'll see how it goes out there. I imagine there's not that much snow out in the bush right now, so we'll have to get out there and see what it's like. Sometimes when you get up the hill from North Bay here, there's a heck of a lot more snow than there is in town, so I'll have to keep that in mind on our way out. Anyway, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll do another update. Usually what I do on the live stream days is I sort of let the weather play out for a bit during the day and then get out to see how it's coming together or coming apart, whatever it is. Anyway, so expect one by like midday, definitely before the sun goes down tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I'll be filming another edited report. I think on Saturday that like everything was saying it was going to be rain for the next 4 days, but I think on Saturday now the forecast has changed to just clouds on Saturday. So that might do well for me getting a good view of what's going on out here. All right. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Fad Khan, if you want to contact me, you can find me on Facebook. There's a For Real Fishing page, or you can contact me at forrealfishing@gmail.com, and we can chat. I'm also on Instagram if you are on Instagram. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.